Hey, decent. Thank you for the sub. Really appreciate it. The what's it called? What was I gonna say? Yeah, I wanted to start early, and then Romario may come by after he's done streaming as well. But it took a while to other David. It took a while to finish the what is it called? Put my our kid down. So gotta play by ear, do what we can. Here's the list I'm gonna run tonight. For those who are following me on Patreon, actually, here's the link. I don't think there should be any surprises, but for those of you who haven't really been, I guess, following the deck for a while, I think this latest innovation slash change, and it's funny how we look to the past a lot, like with the Snuff Out edition, almost 9 months ago. Uh, and then now like Chrome Mox. I do think this is like one. This is a, I think big. I guess point in the history of the deck because I do think it's gonna shift how the deck maybe needs to be built because at least in the limited samples of leagues so far that I've played with this list, Chrome Mox feels very close to Mox Emerald, and for those who don't know, that's power 9, right? Like about 40-ish% of the time. Like now, you may say 40% is not that high, but keep in mind if roughly 40-ish, maybe even I think 50 is probably pushing it, but let's call it 40% of the time, it's representing power, and the floor on the card is 60%. It's just a Chrome Mox. I think that is a very high power level card, and I think possible only because I don't think we can get around cutting natural order or the target specifically that you draw, and namely the way our deck is built because we don't have brainstorm. There is going to be some number of times where we draw the wrong half of our deck, and I think without brainstorm, Chrome Mox, what it does for us is it turns that to acceleration. Now, the obvious question is, why doesn't every non-brainstorm deck just do that then? The answer to that is I think more decks probably should and haven't even tried it, or it doesn't maybe suit their playstyle or not. But the more detailed response to that is I don't think every deck can support Chrome Mox because it has to be the type of deck that can use its mana every turn, and that already eliminates a good chunk of the format. We are mainly a tap out, use our mana to the fullest ability every turn deck. There are a few other ones like that, like Moon Stompy, that come to mind, which conveniently uses Chrome Mox. The other thing is, besides using all your mana every turn, it has to be a deck where the threats are snowballing. So, for instance, in our deck, Fiend Artisan into a Gris or some combination of threatening over the top natural order is why I think it works in our deck. I think it works in Moonstompy, for instance, because Rabble Master is like pseudo card advantage, so it is Fable. It Not to mention the fact that that deck is just needs to hit a 3-drop on turn 1, right? That's just what that deck is designed to do. Um, Initiative comes to mind, obviously, as a Chrome Mox deck before because it curves out. If I were to guess, other decks that may benefit from Chrome Mox that maybe are not playing it or maybe not popular in those builds right now are some of the other tribal decks that like to curve out, so to speak. I think it's probably worth testing in something like Merfolk. I think Goblins, there's been builds with Turbo Muxus in the past that has seen success. Slivers is something that I can see maybe running it because it's similar to Merfolk, obviously. Um, Humans, these kind of tribal type decks, right? Or typos, sorry. I don't mean to offend anybody, but I think anything like that, where granted those are more gold wise strategies, anything where you're just curving out bombs, like Mono Black Stompy is another one. Those are the type of decks I can see, and most of the Stompy decks are already utilizing Chrome Mox, so I don't want to emphasize that too much, but that is more or less the idea behind it. And I'm kind of kicking myself because I think it's very good, and I should have, to be honest, like, if I want to call it malpractice, I probably should have tried it earlier. Granted, we played Spirit Guide to success in the past. All right. Without further ado, I'll go ahead and start. And again, shout out to DSIT for what's it called? Subs, the sub earlier. That's kind of more or less the plan. And like I said, um, I think Romario may drop by after he's done with his own stream. We'll see how that goes. I may have to monitor Discord to make sure in case he's messaging me there. And here's the list again. It was kind of just a straight swap, 3 mocks for 3 lands. I don't think I would have done that under most normal circumstances, but we were already on the borderline of flood, so I think we can get away with just like cutting 3 lands. Like our land count is like still fairly high. I think if the land count was lower, I would be more hesitant to do that. Also, that's just where I started and has felt fine, so I haven't needed to adjust. Also, for those of you who are curious, why does this always screw up for me? Like the update keeps messing up, but before I forget, I have to set the stops now. Keep. I'm a little bit lukewarm on halfling at the moment. Like like it can time walk your opponent if they're on. Okay, looks like we're playing as Bowmaster. I mean, Doomsday. It can time walk your opponent if they are. Ooh, what is going on? Interesting. That's actually really funny. That is actually really funny. I think what I'm gonna do here is uh, Green Sun for Allosaurus Shepherd. I think I'm gonna Green Sun for Allosaurus Shepherd and what's it called? Force it to a natural order, right? Like, is the idea. Now there is. I don't think they're on. They could be on Rihanna, I guess. Now, ideally, we just put in this attraction, just like go to town. I can see 3-3 or even 4-2 the other way. I do think halfling is better than like noble. For what it's worth. Oh god. Okay. I think we're losing this game now. Mox, Land, Gris. This is like the full gambit, right? Like hitting everything here. I think Reclaimer. 6 or 5, I guess. We didn't hit instant. I can see 4-2 the other way. I do think Halfling is probably better than Noble, but in some other meta games, I can see playing 4 Nobles. I mean, Ignobles. I think that card is just very good. Exalted is highly underrated in our deck. And I'm sure people already know it's like quite good. Great. Alright, now we're just dead. It's pretty unfortunate, but you know, it is what it is. What can you do? I don't. I think we're just dead. I think if anything, we can just kind of like see what their deck is doing. Okay, they're like this all in. They did. Well, sort of. I think we're okay. Now we're just dead. I'm just gonna concede. We're not beating this. All right. I think the let me bring up the sideboard map. The question mark in this matchup is like whether bringing Teague or not. I think it's probably worth it, but I don't like love it. We also saw Traxa too. It's like a weird list, maybe. Obviously, we bring in the discard. All right. Based on this, Omnitel. I cut a artisan. I can buy that, I guess. And then, I mean, we can put in a grist, but like it's highly unlikely they're gonna show and tell in Amco and think that's gonna get the job done. Um, the thing is, like against Omnitel, we don't really have anything better. I don't love Veil for what it's worth in this matchup. I think we're just. I can actually see doing this. Right, because if they show in a artisan, it's almost as good as showing in a grist, assuming the artisan is like relevant. So I think that's probably better. And I do think the Teague, you could hopefully steal a game or something with it. I think we keep. I don't think we just mold a seize or mold a force. Like I don't. I, I think this is like within our range of keeps, so to speak. Um, if they do show in Gristlebrand, like the Bowmasters is like decent, and we are on the play, so that helps too. Hmm. So question here is like, how greedy do we want to be, right? Like, we can. The greediest line is to like Bowmasters into Cradle, but maybe that's just way too greedy. Because if they force Bowmasters, um, then our play is no longer protected, right? Uh, the thing is, Teague doesn't even do anything here necessarily. We're gonna see what they do. We're gonna main phase the Bowmasters here. The reason why I don't play Cradle is I'm gonna dare them to daze it. Uh, I think we get the Artisan in this case. Did they have petals? I don't think they did, right? Didn't they just like play it off? Oh, they did have petals. Interesting. Yeah, I don't hate it. I was gonna get an Artisan for what it's worth, but I don't. I think I'm okay with them having the nuts. Like I think, well, maybe that's not a good. Well, actually, I boarded out the oof. I think. Yes, I did. Okay, so that's off the board. So it has to be this. What in the world is going on? Cause I'm thinking I'm not gonna die the next turn. Like, and an artisan can get Teague. Teague shuts off the other art Zenith too. That's the other thing. So we have. Let's see. We have 6 mana, 7 mana. We're just short. I think we're gonna Teague them and hopefully they're nonsense. Like I don't know what kind of shenanigans they're up to, but I think we. I don't think they have colorless that's relevant here. We're gonna pitch the Orc army. We're all right. We definitely get Teague, and then what? Are they showing Emrakul? I'm not even sure we care. I'm trying to think. How do we lose here? All right. This stops Teague first. I mean, sorry. We're gonna Teague them first. We still have 4 mana. Maybe they dismember the. I don't know what they do, but we'll see. Uh, I'm wondering. Yeah, I'm trying to think like what are the lock pieces we need to assemble here just to make sure that we kill them next turn. I think my thinking was probably just get another Bowmasters, but there's like some argument for getting the Grist there too. We saw Grim Monolith. I feel like that means we probably want the Collective Oof now. Now what are we cutting? Why? I'm trying to figure out why do they have Collective Oof in their deck. That's not normal. I could see going down one Artisan, but Artisan was pretty good there. I think two Bowmasters may be. Well, actually, that's fine. You never know. They're just showing Gristlebrand or something like that. Probably not. Well, no, I think actually I want to trim one Artisan and see. There's like an outside chance like that could be relevant. It's 2 to 4. Yeesh. Ironically enough, the Mox is good here. Wait, they're on Yorion? I just realized that right now. Not paying attention. I think I want to fetch first before thinning. So I want to thin before the once is what I'm trying to say. What are the chances I'm gonna get dazed? I think low, but just in case. On the C's. This plays around days in case it matters. They're playing a Yorion, so they could have anything. Omniscience, Ring, Monolith. I think the only card here that scares us is... So they could technically top deck the Show and Tell. I don't think we care. I think we just hit the Ring here. Because they can force our play. Yeah, I think we take the Ring and do that. They have no action now. What is this? Force? Sure. Monolith? Okay. We can technically hard cast Force, but I'm not sure I care. In case it matters. They may force this. No, they did not. Okay. I'm gonna pass. This is gonna give us 3 creatures. Yeah, we can attract to the next turn. I think they really needed a Force Artisan, but maybe they don't have anything better, right? Maybe they need it. Aurora, okay. That seems really slow. Our opponent might just be dead. I think we want all the mana possible, given... It's awkward the hoof is in hand, so we don't even have a clean kill. So we could we have 3. Yeah, let's just do that. I'm gonna bash with the Reclaimer. And then attract to them. Green Sun. Actually, I think I take the C's. This is a terrible attract hit though. Only 3 considering. Just pass, guys. Thank you for the raid, Romario. Let me know when you want to hop on. Probably bounce the, yeah. Yeah, Discord works. Discord works. We are playing against a non-real deck, in my opinion at least. I think the first thing we do is take their force or whatever they do. 1 second. Let me try to get on the call with Romario right now. Hey, Romario, can you hear me? Let me check my settings.
What are you playing against?
Nonsense. Some show and tell variant.
Hmm.
Uh, let's see.
Whoa, there's a creative hoof under Chromox.
Yeah. Ooh,
Are you are you
Galaxy.
playing are you playing oh you have Teague. That answered my question then.
Yeah, I do have Teague. I think I want Teague still in the deck.
Yeah. So you can look up for where the
Mm-hmm.
Fiend is in.
Okay. I already played my land drop, it looks like.
Do you search for Teague now?
No, I, I think they may show and tell. Try to go for the show and tell. I think I'm gonna lock out their mana.
Oh, you're just gonna get oof?
Yeah, cause I think they're going for the hard cast, whatever plan. Let's see, that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They're getting kind of close.
Yeah, yeah. You want to share your screen or you want me to just because
Oh, my bad, my bad, my bad, my bad.
I
Sorry.
think the stream might be a little bit behind.
It is. Let me share my screen. I just forgot for a second.
Okay.
All right, can you see my screen now?
Yeah.
Now it might be over. Not.
I mean, there's still 18 life. They might play a few more turns.
Yeah, see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They're like,
Yeah, but they need triple blue. They don't have that yet.
yeah, but then they would have, they otherwise would have been one blue short.
I mean, I guess the other option would be for you to just get Teague and then they can't cast it either.
Right. I think Teague is the line now, right? And just like assemble the unbeatable line of hate bears, right?
Yeah. The Yorion in this list is interesting.
Yeah, I mean,
By interesting, I
unless,
mean like I don't know if it's good.
yeah, I'm of that belief too. It's kind of crazy because I heard back in the day you can like put whatever you whatever you got put under the Chromox, you get Burning Wish for it, right?
Uh,
Those are like the old rules or whatever. Oops, that's
I think so. Yeah, because I think I didn't play during that time, but I think it was if it was exiled, you could go grab it.
mm-hmm.
But then I
So
think they made the rules that no, it had to be from your sideboard. Yeah, what Harry just said.
Alright, what is going on here? So Arbor is gonna give me 4 mana, 5 mana. So I think I might be able to do everything I want still, but we'll see.
I mean, don't you just yeah, you just grab Oof and it should be done, right? Oh, you already have Oof. I'm sorry. What was it?
You mean Teague? Yeah,
Yeah, Teague, yeah.
yeah. Teague should just lock up the game right now. Just not mess around.
Yeah, leave 2 mana and then get a Teague.
Yeah,
All right,
let's
they
not
just
mess around.
conceded. 1-0.
That is different, microgram. All right, one and
So
zero.
microgram, yeah, microgram, because on Karn it specifically says you can grab. that way. Yeah. Isn't this it? Isn't aren't you like a judge?
Alright,
Yes. Okay. I knew you were a judge. So
it is getting kind of chilly here. I'm gonna turn off the AC. Okay, as this loads.
okay. Okay. Right.
Also,
Right.
thanks for the
Yeah.
raid. How did your stream end?
I won the last game. It was against actually Sonox.
Was it? Okay, that's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have not met Carrie, but I know they. Were they on like lands or something?
I think it was the junk Daps deck.
Okay, I think that sounds about what they usually play. Yeah.
Yeah. I heard that Carrie likes to get salty. Like I don't know. I really like him. Like my interactions with him in the. I mean, I never met him in person, but every time
I
I
heard
talk
that
to
was
him like
before.
online, I I really like his ideas. But
Is that still accurate? I heard that was. I heard that was definitely true. Like maybe a few years ago. I don't know about now.
oh, I don't know. I barely see him like no online these days or get paired against him. So I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think he's like that anymore. But I mean, because I haven't heard anything, right? Like,
I hope not.
from what I
No, no,
understand,
no,
he's
no.
not like
I'm
that
not
anymore.
joking. Like I feel like he was a good what's the word I'm looking for here? He was a good addition to the legacy community. Like
Hmm.
he had good ideas. He experimented like with different decks. So I was no, I was happy when he was playing.
Makes sense. Yeah, yeah. No, I think it's good to have him like still playing. I know he took a break for a little bit. We're playing against Lance.
Ali on land? No,
Actually, I don't know. You never know, but I think I
he's
saw
playing
something
land.
on like him. He
Well,
said he wanted to test something else, but like obviously
he's
the grist would put the Mox underneath. This rest of the hand's like kind of speculative. I think we still keep though.
yeah, he's 100% playing land.
Yeah, I would assume he's on land. I don't love this matchup. We'll see how it goes. All right. I was 3-0. Go ahead.
No, no, I'm just watching.
So if they don't have a pair of dice lost, your LGS, are you gonna play a different deck then, or still
No,
go for the
I have
storm?
I have Paradise Lost.
Oh, you do. Okay, never mind. So I am 3-0 since adding Mox, but none of those opponents were Ali or like a Jarvis or a Tim Schultz. So we'll see how this goes. Okay, this is not like a stock list now.
Hold on, which one is that? Hold on, I can't see what card is that?
It's Ancient Stirrings. I actually think this card's
Okay,
really broken in the right shell.
that's
Uh,
interesting.
Matt Sabo was playing this card earlier in Cloud Post. What do you
Okay, yeah, yeah, okay.
stage? Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
So you get a basic forest and halfling.
yeah, I'm trying to think like, does Mox do anything here? Probably not
I
yet.
think it does next turn, right? Because you have two cards in hand that cost 3 mana,
Hmm.
but I don't think it does anything this turn.
No, unless we want to ramp for some reason. But then what do we ramp to? Just an endurance? Like that? I don't think that's worth it.
No, I think like maybe for like a collector roof, but I don't know if it's that good.
Is it a loam here?
Oh
Oh
well.
wow, okay.
Okay, maybe
Yeah,
collector
collect.
roof is the right call then.
And no, we don't even need to pitch the thing. Oh, they're gonna do it right away. All right. Sure.
See, I mean, okay, yeah, I'm not sure.
So we can just like lock our opponent out of colored mana potentially here.
That's what I was thinking. And you don't expose you're not exposed to like no wasteland.
No, we can just go basic forest here, lock our opponent out of colored,
Yeah.
and there's a chance that just wins the game.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go for the cheese play because it is this matchup, and this matchup is kind of hard otherwise.
How many endurance? Oh you put the thing under?
Wait, say that again.
I don't know if I was gonna put grist under, but okay.
Oh, I just pitched it because usually Gris is like bad in this kind of matchup, but maybe it's okay.
Okay.
You would put the endurance under then.
How many endurance do you have in the main deck? I'm sorry, I didn't see it.
Two.
Two? Yeah, maybe put endurance. Oh,
Okay, I
they don't
huh?
have green mana. Okay.
Well, the Tabernacle now, maybe he was sandbagging it, but like, now I'm glad I didn't do that.
Yeah.
Uh,
Um. So you attack, right?
yeah. This attack is free. The question is like, do I do something in addition to that? Like, if I get
I don't think
a,
so.
huh?
Oh, I mean, what are you gonna try to grab with Greenstone Zenith?
It would either be a Reclaimer or a Hierarch.
Not like what's the name of that card? The Fiend Artisan?
No, because we don't have mana. Like, not without. We need mana to do that because the Tabernacle locks up our mana.
Okay. Then maybe you just like end of turn at one point endurance them. I don't know. You didn't play a land this turn.
No, I know. I'm
Okay.
debating the what are we getting?
Well, hold on a second. Is it good to play to grab like a 1 mana dork?
It increases the clock, the hierarch, but maybe it's low impact. We can
Oh, hold on,
also
but if
just
you're gonna
get
do
Reclaimer, huh?
if you're gonna do that, then I guess you should have done before you
No, I
attack
think we get
them.
Reclaimer. I think the Cradle is
Okay.
pretty good.
Okay.
And it loads a bog too. If they want to waste
Mm-hmm.
us, they can waste us. I don't really care.
Right, right. Okay. Team Hierarch.
Yeah. It's pretty
Oh,
good.
that's a good draw.
Yeah. I think we just bash.
Yeah.
He can waste the Cradle. The problem is how many times can he do that though? And then he would be down to one mana.
Yep.
So I'm gonna call this bluff. It's a forced play, but if we draw,
If you draw a Cradle,
then we're in business, right?
yeah.
That's pretty good too.
No, it's not. You have Collector Oof.
Oh shit! Yeah, I was gonna screw that up. You're right. It's okay.
Well,
The collective is hurting
you
Ali more
could
than it's
just
hurting us.
you could let your Collector Oof die next turn and then try to win, I guess. Oh no,
Nah,
that's
I
not
don't think
enough.
I want to turn on their. I don't think I want to turn on their Mox Diamond and crop rotation.
No, that's true. I mean, yeah, they have 4 cards in him too. Yeah.
There's a good chance one of those cards is like rotation.
Sure. Yeah. And it's do you have a fetchable land with that?
I do, but it's an arbor.
Oh, okay, okay. Well, it's
I
not
think
terrible because
it's not terrible. I agree.
oh, because it becomes like a natural ward of fodder, right?
Right, and if they want to waste it on upkeep, like be my guest, right? Actually,
Right.
they kind of have to waste it because we have lethal.
Well, that was cool.
Yeah, that's cool. Hey, Chrome Mox doing everything we wanted to do, right? The double-edged sword worked.
It was a Lotus Paddle that you had there.
Yeah, I know. It was Lotus. Sometimes Lotus Petal is good enough.
That's true. I mean, everyone that plays Mox Opal in Legacy thinks it's a Lotus Petal, so.
To be honest, like I mentioned this before you hopped on. I actually think, and maybe this is exaggerating. I think Chrome Mox in our deck, about 40% of the time, it's Emerald. About 40-ish% because we have like random stuff we can just pitch all the time. Natural order
Hmm.
targets, snuff
Okay.
outs that are dead game one, endurance that are dead game one, shepherd's
Yeah,
dead game one, huh?
I can see that.
And then I think 40-ish% of the time is Mox Emerald, and the other 60% of the time it's Chrome Mox, which I think is like a decent floor still, right?
Hmm.
All right. I think what the forces, the endurances, the needles, the fairy I think is good. Shepherd doesn't do anything. Bowmaster doesn't do anything. I think this is what I like post board. Let me check my configuration. You can see my screen, right, Romario?
Yeah. Pulling the cards out from my deck for tomorrow.
Oh, good. How's that coming along?
I just started. It's, I mean, at least I have my cards like sorted by color and stuff, but
Mm-hmm.
it's still a pain in the ass. It's one of the things I like to play Magic Online,
Mm-hmm.
not having to sleeve up my decks.
Yeah, my collection is just all over the place now for paper. I'm just like so far behind. I have and the funny thing is I only have myself to blame, right? Like every change I made to the deck, are just more and more outdated.
Oh, this it just keeps buying foils.
That's true. I could.
No, I said this it. He just keeps buying foils every time you make a change. So.
It's funny too because one of my other patrons last week dared me to add a new card to the deck after I added a halfling, and then I added Mox, and then DC was telling me, "You have got to be kidding me, man! Like the card that you add is like a $70 card."
Oh, the foil max, the foil mocks are very expensive. Yes.
Oh, how much of the form of Mox? A couple
I
hundred,
don't
I'm
know. I
assuming.
mean, the regular ones are 70, so
Yeah, 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 yeah.
well, they do have like different versions though, so maybe the other ones are more cheaper. I don't know.
Oh
A
my god,
hundred
yeah.
plus. Oof, man.
So I'm kind of sad too because I don't own Chromox. So like that hurts me too, right? Because it happens to be one of the few storm cards I don't own.
Oh man. Yeah. Yeah. I have some of them. I think I have more than a playset.
Mm-hmm. Does this say colorless? Yeah, so they can get Mox. That's cool, I guess. So what can they do here? I guess I can. Interesting. They put away Yavimaya. The question here is like, I think we just go Reclaimer and oof them, right?
Um.
Obviously, we have to like expose our cradle, but I think
Yeah.
the Reclaimer is worth it, huh?
Yeah. I agree. Just reclaiming. Oof.
They may rotate in response here. Oh my god, what is
Plus a
going on?
storm. Oh wow.
What is going
Did
on
not
here?
expect that. Out of the deck that's playing. What's the name of the card that he played? Wild Stirrings.
Wait, which card?
Is it the Stirrings? Stirrings?
Oh, Stirrings. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like, what is going on?
I didn't. I didn't think they were gonna play uh, Fluster Storm and Stirrings in the same deck.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Two, three, four. All right, we just do it here, I guess.
I think this it wants you to cut the Moxes before he buys them.
um, the thing is, like, Saga can get expedition map and just do whatever. I think here we need to cash in our Atraxa here, and we like worry about the sphere later.
Yeah, yeah, I like it.
Like it's gonna draw four presumably here.
And they have zero cards in hand too.
Yeah.
It
There we
makes
go. We're gonna get a cradle, vigor, and what do we want here? Endurance or reclaimer?
do they have what do they have in the graveyard?
Nothing relevant.
Uh,
I feel like reclaimer in case
maybe
you
just
try
a
to.
reclaimer then.
Yeah.
Yeah, Force of Vigor. Oh, have you played a land yet? Oh,
Wait,
you
say that again?
did. No, you played a land already, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Otherwise, I'm gonna try to go ham here, right?
Yeah, you could just kill Saga plus the thing, but I mean, you can just do it next turn, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, they're probably gonna get Caracas bounce our Atraxa, but if they do that, that's. I mean, I think we're winning this game.
Yeah, that's fine.
Like it's super defensive. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna
Also, if they're not careful, we just hit both Moxes and they just lose the game.
I'm gonna get to cast Paradise Lost tomorrow. I'm so
Also,
excited.
speaking of which, we have Harry here. I would not be surprised if Maverick is one of those decks that benefits from Chrome Moxu for what it's worth.
Uh, maybe?
It could only certain decks can play it, right? Like I think it has to
Isn't it
be a
better,
non-brainstorm
isn't it
deck for
better
it to
to just
work.
play Mox Diamond for them?
Actually, you're probably right. They might Mox Diamond might be better in their deck.
What event do you? Oh, it's a local event. It's a league that So I started organizing last season. So it was like in the I guess spring,
Mm-hmm.
and like the store that I talked to, like they kind of picked up and like they're gonna like do it themselves this season. So
Mm-hmm.
um, I mean I'm still gonna be involved, but I basically
Wait.
like got the ball rolling. That's what it was because Legacy was gonna die in Richmond, and I was like, let me do something about it. And then I talked to a store, and they were like, yeah, sure, we can run it. And I promised them I was gonna do all the clerical work.
Wait, say that again.
No, so those I talked to a few stores in Richmond, like no, to
Mm-hmm.
to organize a league,
Mm-hmm.
and I just like no promised them that I was gonna like no keep track of like points and stuff.
Uh-huh.
So all I was asking for them was to hold the money from the entry fees and to no give us a space to play.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a store here in Richmond that's like they're really big. They I don't know, they have space for like no 4 or 5 events at the same time. And I could trust them because the way we're doing, like we pay $25
Mm-hmm.
and $10 out of the 25 goes towards like a playoff event, like a top
Mm-hmm.
eight. So I wanted a store that I could trust that they're gonna hold the money and not try to screw us or something. So
Right, right, right. Makes sense.
so the one store that I talked to them, they're like I kind of know the people that own it, so they're like, yeah, cool, we'll do it. So I just kind of like gave them an update every time there was a because we played four monthly events.
Mm-hmm.
So out of every monthly event, I think we collect about $100, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of it was a little more because at the end of last season we had $600 in the store. Um, so I just had to be like, all right, we played, we had this many players, we have this much money now, and they're like, cool. And then at the end of the fourth qualifier, they were like, all right, we're playing for $600. I was like, all right, awesome. So after we played the finals, the person that won got $400, and the second place got $200 in cash. And then like I talked to them about running it back. So
Nice.
yeah, I mean it's cool. If nobody did anything, then Matt was just gonna die here in the city because
No, that's good. You're organizing that for community though, Romar. Like, especially since you like have a lot of stuff going on too, like your family, your podcast, and whatnot.
Yeah. So when I started the league, like I didn't have my business that I opened,
Hmm.
so it's a lot easier. This time around, like no, it's gonna be a little more complicated, but I'll make it work. It's only like a once a month, so it's not a big deal. I'm also like coaching Daniel's like soccer team and flag football team, so it's kind of
Nice. So
yeah.
you see that line, by the way, Romario? I purposely attacked on my main face to play around Caracas.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if the audience caught that.
Dun dun dun.
Like that's not a very intuitive play too. I don't think. And but in case anybody missed it,
I just realized Star Fox is here.
yeah, I don't think people caught why I did that. What I did. Maybe they caught it after I did it, but I don't think it's intuitive to just attack there because if they upkeep crop rotate because they're tapped out there, we lose the game. So
Right.
it's a forced attack on our behalf, but not intuitive. I'm not sure everybody would have made that play for what it's worth.
Yeah, I was thinking Jerry step two, Star Fox.
Yeah, I was thinking specifically Caracas. If they crop rotate on upkeep, for instance, it would target their mocks, right? Like we lose a game. But
Well played, well played.
yeah, it's something to keep in mind. I've only had to make that play a few times against like green white depths. I don't think I made it against lands before, where like maybe I have, I don't remember, but it's definitely less than like 5 times. But it's something I remember. Like if you if you have an attraction in play and you're staring down Marriage, you should probably attack main phase to play around like Caracas or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
or Sajiri step right out of depths. Ugh, of course.
Were you playing against?
Grum Grum. I don't know what they're on.
Oh, the way you said, I thought you knew what they're playing.
No. I feel like we keep, but it's like not great, right?
Uh,
Or would you mold his hand?
uh, I think you keep,
I think
but
you
yeah,
keep and
it's
treat it as a six, right?
yeah, because fucking attracts in your hands.
That's yeah, all the time.
So it's so
She's Progenitus's offspring, so
well. At least you can try to cast her with a what's the name of the halfling. So it's not crazy to think that you can cast in a few turns.
yeah. We do have an uncounterable Grist though. That's kind of hot. I don't know whether our
Yeah.
opponent's on permission or not, but
Like progenitors, you can even like think about casting.
yeah,
I mean,
Atraxa
you could,
I
but it
have
was
thought of
very
casting.
hard, obviously. But
Wait, say that again?
no, I said like you could think about casting, but it was like no, extremely hard to make it work with that.
For sure, for sure.
But
Okay.
Atraxa is something you can actually maybe get no casted.
Ugh, not the matchups I want for Snuff Out.
Oh,
Hopefully they're on something where this is live, but I think we have 3 deck cards in our hand.
probably. Oh, let's see, because I mean, it could be some kind of Delver deck.
With Tundra?
Yeah, still people that play just Sky Delver.
That's true. I'm hoping maybe like some kind of Stoneblade, but I think the pessimist in me tells me I have 3 deck cards in my hand.
Most likely they are dead, but oh, there you go. It's not
Oh,
dead.
alright.
They can serve for something.
The question here is like, do we pitch a Snuff or a Atraxa? I
No,
think
it's
it's
not fault.
Atraxa.
No, it's
Huh?
not fault. It's not fault. Yeah, it's not fault.
You think Snuff out?
Yeah, 100%.
Why is that?
Because you can actually cast Atraxa.
I mean, that's like very far down the road.
Yeah, but if they're playing a slow deck, we might get to that point in the game, right?
That's fair.
But the snuff
Wow.
out,
Okay, to be fair, the Chrome Mox didn't really do anything here because that could have been a land anyways, right? Actually, if it was a lair, we're screwed. But
yeah, exactly. See, this it agrees with me. I also think that snuff out's way more like no dead here.
that's probably true. I think I think yeah, you're probably right. I think Atraxa, there's a potential it could be relevant down the road. Also, if there's on something like I don't know, some weird show and tell variant with main deck plows,
Mm,
although
yeah, I
that's
guess
unlikely.
it could be.
Ugh. All right, that's kind of annoying. I'm gonna bounce, sure.
Oh, look, going through my cards, I found a mesmeric fiend.
Actually, that card is like low key pretty good. The problem is I just don't think it's good right now.
Yeah, it's all right.
The stomach could be relevant for something like an Uro, for what it's worth.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, they didn't bounce Mox. That's true.
They probably didn't think about it, to be honest. That's a downside. Not. I mean, it doesn't matter for us, for what it's worth, but
Yeah. Um, it's kind of like going back what you said earlier, but one thing you can still do is cast a Miss Hollow Griffin that's under Chromox, by the way.
that's pretty hot.
Yeah, it's kind of. I mean, if you want to get value out of your card, I guess.
I mean, the value out of this Chromox is just like pitching the dead cards, right? That we always seem to draw.
Yeah.
All right, I think they're gonna prismatic ending on Gris here. Yeah, it's too bad. We're just like drawing all blanks, right?
So I guess do you try to cast the thing, or I
Um, the problem is, what are we getting, right? Are we getting a Gris here or what?
mean, Gris would be a good one, right?
Actually, would you have gone Gris or Hoof and take out the fairy? I think Gris is better, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
Huh.
I think Gris is better.
Yeah, I think we just go for it here.
Wolf is kind of meh if it doesn't
And
kill.
here we're pitching the Traxon now, right?
Uh
Or you still think it's the snuff out?
I think so. Snuff out. Like, what are you gonna kill with snuff out?
Earl, maybe? I don't know. Or Mince. Actually, okay. Romario is definitely the better player than I am, so I'm going to trust
No,
Romario.
definitely not. Not with this deck.
Romario is the better player than I am, so I am going to trust Romario.
Most likely, this decision is not gonna matter, but I just think that
Yeah,
I resolved.
I guess so, yeah.
Sweet.
The other line would have been, and it was already too late because we passed, but if we did it pre-combat, like get Hoof and take out the Teferi, I think that's pretty weak, though.
This did say he's gonna blame on me. Okay. All right. I'll carry that burden with me.
You're going to ending this again? What do you think? You agree Gris here is like way better than Hoof, just taking out the Teferi, right? That doesn't do anything.
All right. I
It's
mean,
like slightly pressuring us, I guess.
yeah, I mean, it's only a 5/5 after that, right? And
Right.
they're 18 life, so I don't know if it. I think if they're a lower life total, maybe like
Right.
less cards in hand. They also have 5 cards in hand, so it's kind of
It's kind of man, right?
the chances of that hoof doing anything after that is like
Low.
so little.
Not to mention Earl's probably in their deck.
Right.
This is a very strange board state.
I wonder what's in their hand because they're not really casting a whole lot. Oh, the ring. Oof, that's bad.
Normally it's fine. I think here it's probably bad for us.
Yeah, I think they were gonna pull ahead too much, right?
I think so too. I think normally I can beat a ring. I don't think we can beat a ring here, unfortunately.
I think I have to agree with you. Let's see what you draw, I guess. Oh, you draw land. Okay. You just play the fetch? Do you still have
I have arbors. The question is, I think whether it's a fetch a main phase or not. I think not.
Probably not, right?
Yeah.
So they have
The
four
other
cards.
reason why to leave the hoof in the deck too is like so we can actually kill them.
Mm-hmm.
There are some situations decent where and Romario I main phase the fetch because if I can't afford to have that card milled for whatever reason. I think this game would have been winnable if we didn't draw all the cards that are bad in this matchup.
Uh-huh.
Like we can stand like one or two, but we drew multiple.
Yeah, drawing the. I mean, the attraction and opener, and then
And then the
three
snuff
snuff
out
outs.
being
I
dead,
mean, two
right?
snuff outs. Yeah, yeah. Just
I mean, at one point we had three of our four cards were dead in hand,
like
which is
they're already
actually
drawing more
why.
cards. Yeah, they're already drawing more cards than us, and then we drew like cards that didn't do anything. So
Yeah, but it's actually why I think Chromox is really good in this deck, right? Like,
yeah. Well, luckily though, we have games 2 and 3.
right, right, right. What? Oh, okay, sure. All right, I think we sent everybody at Teferi, and then pray. We're out of grist too.
You know, it's
Let's
a
go.
great plan when you say we're gonna send everyone to this one and pray. You know, it's gonna work out, right?
Actually, that was probably bad by me.
We have 4 cards in hand. Okay. So what do you get with Green Suns in here? Just another Finarisen?
I'm just gonna tap out. I think
We
the
can
correct.
you can
I
get
think the,
you can get Collector Wolf too, right?
I think that's what I'm gonna do, and try to fake them out with a three. Well, I guess they have to respond, right?
Right. Did they counter? Oh,
Yeah.
damn it.
I, well, we'll see if. I'm pretty sure we're dead, but because they have an Earl in the yard too. If you want, just say the word and I'll concede.
Uh,
We're like on the
let's kind of see
ropes.
what let's kind of see what's in the deck though.
All right, and Disa, I know you're good at packing it in here. I'm gonna, out of respect for Romario, we're gonna check it out a little bit more.
Okay, like we're not losing that much time. Okay, like no, take another draw step and then conceding.
I think we can still win games 2 and 3. I don't feel bad about this matchup. Like we were in the game until we just drew all the wrong cards, right? Like
Right.
sure. What are you gonna bounce? Token maybe? Oh sure.
Uh, yeah, I think it's a good time to pack it in now.
All right, there you go. Romario gave the word. We'll wave the white flag. All right, we can take all these horrible cards out.
Those horrible cards.
I don't actually go down to zero endurance.
You say you go down to zero endurances?
That's correct. I know it's gonna surprise people because they have Earl. I think
Uh-huh.
Reclaimer's enough.
Okay.
I think if I didn't have Teague, I would keep the one, but I don't think I like. Maybe a Bowmaster is kind of weak, but I'm
Oh, I
I'm
like
not sure.
Bowmaster against them.
Say that
They're
again.
a blue deck, right?
Say that again.
I said they're a blue deck. Bowmasters are good.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I don't like endurance better than any of these other cards against them, if that makes sense.
Okay. I kind of like, well, okay. I kind of like
Because
endurance just because it has flash, honestly. It's really good at
ye-
killing planeswalkers.
yeah, but I feel like that's like kind of narrow.
Okay. That's
I think we just keep this.
yeah, I mean, it's not a card that like, oh, I love to see it like against them, but it's, but I guess if you don't have any options to bring it in, you can bring it one.
Right, right, right. I don't mind one. I would.
Depending on your current configuration of the deck, I guess.
Right. I don't mind one. I think two is like pushing it. I think any more than that is like way too much.
Hmm.
Sure. Do you want Needle for Ring? Nah. I haven't found Ring to be that relevant. Like it. By the time Ring comes down, the game has been determined one way or another. Like in my opinion,
Hmm.
like we've either won or they've either lost. Like one or the other already, and the Ring is delaying that one turn. I think here
You thought C's first?
it's either Thoughtseize first or double ramp.
I mean,
I
what are you
feel
gonna do next turn with 4 mana? Isn't it better to save the Green Sands unit for something more relevant?
it is, or I can go double Bowmasters next turn with 4 mana. But then actually I think it's safer to seize here.
I mean, yeah, because well, they have 5 cards in hand, right? That okay. I was gonna say the other option maybe like to try to
We're not
catch
gonna
them with.
Bowmasters. It's either double ramp or season ramp.
Oh, see, I was about to say like maybe you could do the double ramp to like try to catch them next turn with
With a seize.
yeah when they try to brainstorm,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know. It feels like you get time walked if you do that if you make that play.
Which play?
Like the one I was just saying, like no, like just kind of like double ramp and pass, and then next turn you thought seize them, and then they try to brainstorm, then you cast Bowmasters.
I get double time walked.
Yeah, because I don't think like just double ramping is that great here. I think you might want to save the Green Sentinel for something impactful.
No, no, that's fair. I get what your argument too because like especially if they have a dangerous three drop, right?
Right. So do you
Here
take
we
Force
go.
here, or you take the Fairy? I don't think Uro is the best option, right?
I think it's the Teferi here
Okay.
because I don't think we can. I don't think we want them to slam Teferi on empty board,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like here, if they Teferi, the Teferi is done.
Right, because yeah, they just bounce your mana dork, I guess.
Flooded Strand pass. What is going on?
Oh, they brainstorm, so they put something on top of the deck that we don't know.
Right. Um, I'm a little bit nervous here about a sweeper.
Mm,
But I think we have to position ourselves to be able to cast natural order at some point. So I think we need a ramp. That's my logic. What do you think?
okay. Yeah, I think now ramping makes sense.
Yeah, I think it's playing too scared. Oh,
Oh,
Okay.
That kind of sucks.
Yeah. I mean, what can you do though?
Right. Don't click.
I think we just exile it.
You do exile?
Yeah.
Okay.
We don't have a way to deal with this later on.
We can kill with a grist.
We can, but I don't think we want to draw the arbor. And I think by the time we can kill the priest with the grist, we're gonna have a wide enough board to natural order for lethal, anyways, or at least
Hmm.
Atraxa.
Hang on
I
a
think.
second. That's not true. That's not true. No. If they cast Uru right now, you kill it,
Oh, I see what you're saying.
and it's gonna happen right now. Actually,
You are right. That's why Romario's the master. It's telegraphed though, for what it's worth, on our side.
I don't think so. They probably thought you had to play with the green suns in it. I don't know. That works too. No, no, hit okay, hit okay, hit okay. I now you do it. Yeah.
They do have force, for what it's worth.
I
But so I guess
mean,
it's gonna draw up force.
yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. This is
You can
kind of
kind of try
funny.
to do
We
the
have a
same thing
second
again
one
next
now,
turn.
huh? Sorry, you were saying?
I said you can kind of try to do the same thing next turn again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. You need to get to 3 mana to be able to grist.
Actually, you are right, Romario. Now I'm kind of regretting not keeping the thing in our deck.
I just didn't think there was no reason to do it. Like, but
No, I didn't play this in my head ahead of time. The interaction with bowmasters and priests, but
mm-hmm.
that's good to know. All right, now we have to
I,
do it.
yeah, you have to do it. I okay. Opponent's so smart. I think you pinged the thing. Yeah.
Yeah, that one I figured out at least.
I mean, they had 3 cards in hand. One of them's got to be a source of polishers, right? Though.
I mean, it's blanks, right? They're top decking, so not necessarily. It's not like they had it from the start.
Right.
They have the plus here, I think. I'd be very surprised.
Oh.
Actually, if they minus on bowmasters, what happens? I don't even know the ruling.
Um. This is still here.
Huh?
We need a judge.
Yeah, we need a
Judge.
judge here. I forgot already.
We need someone that knows the rules. This game is complicated.
Oh, I think it's the draw is after, so it doesn't work.
No damage. Okay.
Yeah.
I suspect it was that, but I didn't want to say it, but
So what did they put? A swords on top?
oh, that's a good draw.
Yeah, it's a very good draw.
So do you? I guess you can kill the thing and attack into Teferi, I guess. I don't know if that's. What do you think?
We definitely kill the thing first.
There's 2 cards in hand. Please don't counter. Uh, yeah, we can kill the Orcish army, right?
Yeah. Technically speaking, we could have even like allowed them to see if they want to respond first.
To ponder. Oh, interesting.
That potentially changes our line now. I think to Fairy, right?
You want to kill Teferi?
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh, I think
Yeah, that makes
here.
sense because they can if they bounce.
I think here we hit the arbor,
Yeah,
and we
and you
go
attack
double,
with both.
and
Yeah,
we attack with both.
yeah, yeah. You just can't let them reset the ring, right?
Right. Sure. I think we played that right.
That's probably correct.
I
They
mean,
only have one
if we
card.
lose, we lose. But like, I do think we played it right.
And the ring is just like so hard to catch up.
If you're already behind, yeah,
Yeah,
which we were.
yeah. If they didn't have the was it the priest, I think you would have been in good shape. But
Yeah, it's hard to beat priests when they have us under pressure too.
hmm
But that's no different than us seeing priest plus Minson Boo or priest plus Jace, right? Like we're probably still behind anyways.
right.
Speaking of Minson Boo,
So one thing I'm putting deck together here. One thing I like about playing Storm with Preordain in the deck is because when you sideboard, it's really easy for you to sideboard.
that
Just cut Preordain. That's the worst card in the deck.
makes sense. No, that's actually makes sense because our deck is built the same way. We have two Snuffbound, two Endurance, two Bowmasters, and like a Shepherd, right? Like
Yeah,
whatever matchup it sucks in, just cut them.
got one of those. Yeah.
Yeah, that it's the same logic. All right, have fun, decent. David. Um,
What is it like? 10 o'clock? No, it's probably like 1 o'clock in the afternoon there for him, right?
I think we hit the to fairy here, right?
Uh, yeah.
I mean, we're dead anyways, but like, I mean, Needle's all right here, but like, it's kind of you have to guess what they're on, right? And if you guess wrong, but definitely some consideration, sure. I think it's not gonna matter. Like, whatever we tutor for, they're just gonna kill.
hmm
All right, that's okay. But what are we cutting, decent? What are we cutting?
Oh, you're not playing Thought Seasons now?
I am. No, no. So like, Chad is making the argument I should board and ring, but the problem is like, what else are we cutting?
Oh,
Like, we've already cut all the bad cards from the deck, right? Let me know if you want me to pack this in. I think we're pretty behind.
I think so. Yeah.
All right, let's pack it
But they
in
have four
here.
cards. They're about to draw more. Yeah, yeah. This game's over.
All right,
All right, 1-1, right? Oh, 2-1.
2-1. I felt like game one was not representative of that match. It's the first time I've lost to control in quite a while, unfortunately. Uh, I jinxed myself 'cause I just said I won like my last 10 matches or so against them.
Mm-hmm.
But
We did beat Allion Lands, which is a tough matchup too.
correct, we did beat Ali on lands. I think in round one, I think that's like an asterisk. I don't even think that counts. But
Um,
um, we can continue, I guess, as long as you're still sticking around.
yeah, yeah. I'm just leaving up my deck here, so it's cool.
So like, I know Needle was a recommendation from some of the chat. The problem is like, what are we cutting? We've already cut the endurances, we've cut the snuffs, we've cut the collector oof. Like the rest of the cards in the deck are like good. So unless we have to remap, right? Like that's the other thing.
Mm-hmm. Mm, aren't you worried about the like? No, hold on. You can cast Teague off a halfling, right?
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
It's quite insane actually. Oh, we're playing against Harry. It's what's the word I'm looking
Awkward.
for? Friendly fire here. I think we keep.
Hmm.
We're on the play, which is pretty huge in this matchup, especially if Harry's dork is um, what is it called? An X1.
Is it playing Bowmasters?
Harry is playing Bowmaster. I don't know how many copies. At least three, I think.
Mm.
Yeah, this just feels like cheating. I think we just wrap here. This is a non-zero chance. We they waste, but like otherwise we can attract the next turn.
I think you look really, really good in this game, though.
Yeah, the Bowmaster looks kind of obscene here.
Bowmaster and Bowmaster.
I know, right?
That's legacy right now.
What are we doing here? We're gonna cradle for something huge. It's just depends
Uh,
what. We're gonna get a Gris.
you can get a Gris. You can get the. Yeah, I think Gris is the best one, right?
I actually think. What about check this out? What about Artisan into Gris?
Okay, so Artisan's good too, but like it's probably gonna get plowed.
Oh, you're saying save it the
Well,
Guiza for Atraxa.
I, I mean, I would have. Well, let me see. If you get Artisan,
Uh huh. I feel like this puts so much pressure on the opponent.
you just sack the Halfling for. Oh no, I mean the Grist. Okay, yeah, that's probably good, I guess.
I don't even think we do anything. We just
That's probably good enough.
yeah, like this means that they need to yeah. See, like if they have to if they don't have the answer, they're he's conceding that he knows that the game is over. You know what I mean? And Wasteland's not gonna
Right.
cut it either because it's gonna snowball out of control.
Right, you have to answer two things at the same time.
Correct. Right. So that's why I like that play. Like yeah, if they have the plow, sure, but if they don't, like literally the game's over.
Hmm.
Endurance doesn't do anything in this matchup. Neither does Shepard. I think the snuff outs are good. I know. I think Harry might be on Teague, although I can't say that 100%. Like it's a little bit awkward against Teague, but I think it's still very good. And what do we else do we have? I don't think Collective Oop does anything in this matchup. I like Needle personally. Romario, what do you think about this? This is how I would board.
For Maverick, is it
Uh, I
for
guess the
Maverick or?
name I would name Knight or Wasteland. If you don't think
Hmm.
it's good, I would probably just keep the endurances. A Veil is like
Um,
kind of interesting too.
I mean, no, because, well, I mean, they're not playing.
They have some C's, I think.
They had Totsis.
Yeah, but not. I don't think like a lot. I don't know how many
Um,
copies.
I mean, you can cut. I mean, you're gonna cut the Shepherd, right?
I already did.
Okay, what else do you cut? Do you cut the Oof?
I cut the oof already, right? Are you?
Okay,
Can you not see my screen?
I can. It's a little small.
Okay, let me make that bigger. My apologies.
That's all good. Hmm. I mean, I'm not really sure exactly what he's playing. So, like, I mean,
This is how I would board for what it's worth. And Needle is like definitely can be a little bit suspect, but I just don't think any of these other cards are like relevant.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can try Gotcha with the Veil, but this feels kind of shaky to me.
Yeah, no, I mean, the only thing Vale's gonna do is like maybe protect your creature from A Bowmaster, right?
Or right, or maybe they have a snuff out or something in the sideboard.
I don't think they have snuff outs.
Yeah.
Very, very unlikely.
So this is an awkward thing I realized, by the way. You can't pitch a needle to a Mox.
You can't. Yeah. So that one, I would say that's a little easier to see, but what's awkward is like you can't pitch a Wish Call Talisman to a Mox.
I would keep for what it's worth still. I think it's still good. It has natural order. Like this is like the best card in the matchup. There is a fail rate though because of the needle. Maybe that's reason to just not.
Mm.
Okay, now we know what we're pitching.
Okay, yeah. Are you gonna play two things?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, seems good.
This is kind of nuts.
It is pretty good.
I just played like what 5 spells or something.
Uh,
Yeah,
yep.
I literally played turn 1 5 spells. Who says Mind Break Trap's not good against this?
Don't say it too loud. They're gonna start bringing it against you.
This card. Uh,
I mean, Fiend Artisan,
we can't
go.
because of this thing's costing us here.
Okay. Well, then just play Needle then, I guess, and name something that you don't want to see.
I'm trying to think
Night of
what.
the Reliquary?
Yeah, maybe. I'm trying to think. Is that? I don't think Wasteland matters here.
I mean, you don't even have lands, so I don't think it
uh,
matters.
it's either Night or Gris. I'm trying to think.
I think Knights, because they're probably gonna curve into Knight, right?
Maybe, yeah. That Wasteland there was quite good.
It was.
This thing is like hurts me a lot. Like I'm not 100% sure this is optimal in our build.
The Halfling?
That's probably Teague. Oh, that's pretty good
Oh,
too.
they're playing that thing too.
Yeah.
We no drawing in here is kind of meh.
I think we probably lost.
Into the Wasteland.
And the halfling specifically too.
So you think you go back to Ignoble Hierarchs? Or
I
the
think
Noble
I think
Hierarch?
with bowmasters everywhere, I think halfling is probably slightly better, but there's times like this where it's definitely worse. It's also
Hmm.
better against fear for what it's worth.
Right. You can also, I mean, it's also better against control, right? Because you can guess
Yeah. Oh, it's obscene against
your
control. Like
yeah, your grist like no uncounterable.
yeah, you scare. That's how you just tweet out the delighted halfling image, and that's how you scare a control player.
That's funny.
I'm assuming we're dead, but we'll see. If they had a third land drop, they would have got opposition agent. I think that's in his list, but I can't say for certain. Or I think what's also reasonable is maybe like artisan into a like grist or something like that. But the halfling definitely like. I'm not saying we would have won this game because we're still not cash, mana strapped. Like we played artisan there, and then what? Like we don't have any cradles. Like
Hmm. Mm, well, I think if you had the second land,
yeah, we needed to hit the second land,
it would have been a
and
whole different game.
right, or like this wasteland was just brutal here. I wouldn't, but that's me. Decent. I think if I knew my opponent had three Chrome Moxes, I would not keep Ufin just for trying to just like cheese a win, so to speak. Um, I think we just bash with all and see what Harry does. We can play this. It's the problem is it's gonna die to a Bowmasters here. Sure. So if we're being fair, right? Like, there's a chance the higher would have just died. Like if instead of a halfling, right, to a Bowmasters as well. If
Mm-hmm.
if we're being fair about like criticizing halfling here.
Well, I haven't tried the halfling version yet, so I don't.
There's definitely some tension, and specifically with Phenarsen because Phenarsen is double green.
Mm-hmm.
But man, the times where you time walk your blue opponent because they're holding up obvious bowmasters is just they just lose on the spot, right?
Or they just can't counter your stuff.
That's what I'm talking about. Like they hold up obvious bowmasters, you just play all X2s and they just got time walked. Like that will happen a lot against me where somebody keeps like a bowmaster's heavy hand and I'm just like playing X2s because I they're telegraphing it.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Interesting. Harry has three cards and three. It feels like he has agent in hand, and maybe I'm not. I'm crazy, but
Agent.
yeah, opposition agent. I don't think we can attack here. Sure. Oh, I should have set the stop. Forgot. I needed to do it in response. I think. We're like, yeah. So the goal is maybe. I think we're gonna get hit with agent here. Oh, I think Harry just missed it then. The that the thing can be protected. We have Queer Ranger at home, right? Protecting our lands.
We're right here at home.
For what is Harry getting here? Oh, okay, that's pretty good, I guess.
What is it? Oh,
Renegade
okay,
Rallier
rather.
is it gonna hit our thing again?
I
That's nice. Respect.
like that card.
Yeah, I like it too. If it was in black, I would probably play it to be honest.
I think if it was playable, it'd be kind of cool.
All right, they hit a reclaimer. Okay, maybe they swords the other one or something. Ew. All right, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Sure. Oh,
Yeah, this wastelands are.
oh my god. Um, I think we have to pass. I think we can do.
Pretty rough there.
It is pretty rough. I actually thought that we had a small window. We're gonna get a cast natural order, but I guess technically we still can. We top deck the cradle, but
Yeah, I noticed playing this deck in paper mostly.
Uh
There are a lot of games that like I lost because I didn't do anything because I didn't draw Cradle.
huh.
No, no, it sounds like obviously kind of obvious, but like the games that I drew Cradle was like, oh, this deck plays so much different. Like,
The good thing is that's why we play pretty much 12 cradles, right? Between
right,
Reclaimer,
right.
Green Sun, and Cradle itself. Oh, I guess 16 cradles, right? It's not
Yeah,
16 candles, it's 16 cradles.
yeah.
It
Usually
was
we're
once
able to
upon a
find at least
time too.
one, but
Say that
there
again?
were a very small number of games that I couldn't find it, and then you just like
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
do.
There are a small number of games where, for some reason or not, like we don't have it, and the games look very different.
Mm-hmm.
Are we just dead on board here? I think we might be. All right, we have that, I guess. Whew, this was a rough match or game, I should say. It's too bad Harry doesn't have Hoof in his deck.
It doesn't have what?
Doesn't have Crater Hoof in his deck. You can just Hoof right now, right, with that board.
Oh yeah, he could.
Plus, that's interesting. Wonder what Harry has. Uh oh. Probably Questing Beast, I think. What is it for 4? Yeah, Quest. That's Jailer. It's pretty good. I feel like he had lethal, but I think he's maybe playing conservatively. One, three. I mean, we're
Mm,
dead regardless, but
yeah, yeah. He, um,
might be just be going through the motions because he is way ahead.
I don't think you're coming back from that board state.
No. All right. I mean, based on the way this game played out, like I'm okay with the needles for what it's worth. It was a little awkward, can't pitch it a Mox, but like what is making a difference here? Maybe the veil, like it was a gotcha. But that's about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
What is your gut
I
feeling,
mean,
Romario?
I mean,
Like
Veil
not
against his deck is kind of. I
you
mean,
have to
maybe.
get lucky because if you hold up green, it's
Uh huh.
telegraphed.
Does he play Grist?
He does play Gris.
I mean, there might be a reason to like between those two cards. Maybe it's a reason to play Veil against
Because
his
of
deck.
needle,
Yeah, because I mean, he protects your creature against Grist and protects against Bowmaster.
Bowmasters, yeah. And I guess at least it pitches to Mox.
Yeah.
There's that argument. Ugh. I don't think we can keep this hand
No.
because the problem is they waste us because we're kind of like priced into black. If they waste us, we lose the game on the spot.
Yeah. I maybe Halfling is not. I don't know.
No, I think even with ignoble there,
Hmm.
there's a chance that it's still correct to mull, but it's closer.
I think with Ignoble there, you keep it right on the play.
Put on the play probably on the draw probably not, but it's kind of hard to say. Like, are we gonna win if we go to 5?
I mean, you just need to find one land, right?
But it has to be black here, right? Otherwise, we're down 2 cards, right?
I mean, what are you? Are you I think.
I feel like we have the mole again.
I would have kept it this one, but
You would have
I
kept
mean,
this, and
I
what
mean,
been maybe a natural order,
yeah, that's one you're not gonna cast anytime soon.
and just hope we don't get wasteland out of the game or what?
What do you think? Because did they mulligan?
He mulligan as well. The problem is we're unlikely to hit our second land drop here. So like we kind of have to get a little bit lucky to hit the grist, right? Like on turn 2. But we do. Maybe we win the game on the spot.
What do you think?
I guess we can try it.
You mulligan? I don't know.
No, no,
What do you
keep,
think?
keep, keep. Right?
Okay,
Wait. You want a mulligan or you want to keep? Because
it's tough,
originally
right?
huh?
It's tough. This one.
Originally I was gonna mull, but like there's a world where this could be really good.
What is a better hand?
What do you mean? What is a better hand?
Like if you mulligan, what's a good five?
Like two lands, ramp, and maybe like a grist or something.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, then I guess mulligan.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, this is way better.
better.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is way better. You bin the cradle. I'm sorry, the hoof, and you bin like a land. I've been burned by those kind of hands before, where you like kind of get have to get lucky on the top deck.
Uh-huh.
Like there's a world obviously where that hand works out, but like more often than not, I think it does not.
Yeah, yeah,
Especially the
I can see
veil is
that.
already kind of a dead card too, right?
Yeah, I can see that.
I think here we go Bayou, right? Off the. I'm gonna go. This is how I want to play it. I think. Oof, that is brutal. I think I just let this happen.
To what?
Thoughtseize? Oh my god. A Bowmasters here would be kind of bad for us, but well, it's not the end of the world. I guess it's 2 mana removal.
Um, I don't think it'd be as bad that bad.
Yeah, I think so. I agree. I don't think it's that bad. Don't age in us, please. Sure.
That's a good draw.
Yeah.
Just get the Finaris in
Yeah, I think so. Before they like attack us our mana even more.
before they do anything.
Right before they do anything more. It's like scary. Swords maybe? No. Actually, if they had swords, they would have swords at harbor, like in a heartbeat. Question here is what's happening now. Oh my god.
Hmm, that's really bad.
Yeah. I wonder if that was a top deck.
Mm,
I feel like probably not. They probably had it. Just kind of unfortunate though. And we moved to five, which is kind of rough. I guess we can just review too this game. Like maybe that opening seven was keepable. I didn't feel like it was, but maybe I'm misremembering.
yeah, no, I think mulligan the first time was definitely correct.
I don't think we misplayed by any chance. The double Thougughtseas was just kind of nuts. All right,
Hmm.
now we're just dead. Like the artisan on board.
I currently have 43 dual lands.
Say that again.
I currently have 43 dual lands.
You currently have 43 dual lands. Nice.
Yes, let's realize that. As I finally counted, I have 16 abrupt decays. So as soon as abrupt decay goes up in price, I'm gonna be rich.
Nice. I think I have 8 copies of Decay, but I could be wrong. Uh, I can pack it in if you want. I think it's over.
Oh, they have yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that was a that was a crazy turn of events in that game.
Yeah. I think I guess we can review the game two. I'm trying to think. How do we lose game two?
Um,
I don't remember. So here, if that was ignoble, you would keep.
yeah, for sure. If you had three Ignobles in your hand or a mix of
Yeah, because
Ignobles,
I guess they can't destroy both, right? Like they can't kill wasteland you plus. Um,
right?
yeah, so maybe we have to change the split. Like having to mold this hand just feels bad, I guess, because the snowfall's like insane too, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you kill his first dork, or if they don't kill your thing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I maybe the idea is we just go to 4-2, right? Or do you like whatever better?
I mean, how do you like the halflings that much?
No, I can cut it. It's not a big deal.
No, no, because you obviously tested more than I have, so I was wondering.
It's my gut feel is it makes some of the Bowmasters matchups a little bit easier, but I'm not sure we need those matchups to be easier.
Hmm.
It does make your Fury matchups a little bit better too. My impression of the card is I think maybe Ignoble is better than it, but it might be better than Noble because you know how we are running the 4-2 split before.
Hmm.
That is my gut feel of the card, but there's so much Bowmasters. That's why I wanted to try four. But I think what could be right is 4-2 the other way because this is definitely kind of awkward. Or what do you think, Romario?
I don't know. The little I saw of that card, it feels like I think Ignoble Hierarch would have been better.
No, but what about compared to Noble though?
The Noble Hierarch.
Yeah,
Um,
maybe Noble's even better. I don't know,
I mean
but
the Exalted, it kind of matters sometimes.
it does matter. That's true. So I guess we could also if we want like an uncounterable grist or something like that, we could just play the one or two. I guess
Yeah, I mean Shepherd kind of does the same thing too.
that's true. No, but the one scenario
Doesn't
Shepherd
make
doesn't
mana
make
though. Yeah,
it doesn't make mana. That's the big
correct.
deal.
That is yeah. It is kind of a big difference.
I mean, it definitely hurt us there, right? Like we had to mull to 5, so that's something to keep in mind, I guess. Two once upon a times. Uh, do we want to get a fourth land? Kratos is so strong though.
Mm,
The problem is
no.
huh?
Um, Is that the mirror?
It might be
Then what do you like in the mirror?
speed, cradle.
Okay, that's probably your answer.
Uh, if it's not the mirror though, it's a little bit dangerous. Well, we already screwed up. What we could have done was just fetch first for Bayou.
Mm-hmm.
But we yeah, if we assume that they were the mirror, we should have done that before the Once Upon a Time. But it's still probably okay. I think it is the mirror. Yeah. I think we're gonna get hit by natural order next turn. That helps actually.
That's kind of looks like what they're doing, right?
Yeah.
I guess you can kill one of the dried arbors.
Right. We don't care about the bowmaster.
Bowmaster.
I'm curious if this is one of my followers.
Yeah, one of your followers.
I don't recognize the username. For what it's worth, they're gonna attract us here. I think.
Oh, do they have it?
What is
I
going
mean, it's just a grist.
on? Oh, I think that's fine.
Oh, okay. I just need to draw our own natural order.
Sequencing was kind of weird, but yeah, I don't recognize his username. But they're playing our deck.
It's obviously because they watch me play the buffalo chicken dip.
It could be, yeah, it could be. What are we doing here? They can kill anything we play with the Gris. I don't think it makes sense to play our own Gris here. I mean, we could and then tick down. The problem is then we lose our Gris. Maybe we have to.
Um, so they only have one card in hand, right?
They only have one card in hand, yeah. I think maybe
Mm.
we're supposed to play the endurance first and then protect the Gris after that.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
Yeah, I think I like that. High Star. I think Bowmasters is actually a little bit overrated. It's like kind of bad in some matchups, but that's me. I see it against the lands, they just like ignore it, right? They're down on one card. There's like a route to victory, I think. Mm, bad for the format.
Oh,
Interesting.
kind of sucked that we saw the
GG's
grist. I
Harry.
mean, the natural word in that pile.
Oh yeah.
Okay, as long as they don't top deck natural order or green sun's in it, it should be okay. Next turn,
Actually,
Cradle will make 4 mana. Oh
actually,
man,
I think we might have screwed that up. I
why?
think we might have supposed to plus Gris there because what are they gonna do? Minus Gris? They're down a creature.
Mm,
So we have four creatures and it's suddenly lethal. Oh my god.
Oh, another Gris.
I don't recognize his username. For what it's worth, Harry, I'm not. I don't disagree with you. I do think it's. I think it's kind of bad in the non-blue mirrors personally, but that's me.
Bro, Bowmasters trying to play Hogak. I actually like the idea. The other day, I think I posted
Mirror
on
deck.
the Elitist Discord, whatever.
Uh huh.
I was walking my dog and I had this kind of like epiphany while I was
Hmm.
walking. I was like, oh, Bowmaster casts Hogak by itself.
Yeah, it does.
I just couldn't come up with the rest of the deck, but
Well, you need the graveyard too for what it's worth.
yeah, I mean, you probably play the regular stuff, right? Just play Stitcher Supply or whatever.
Maybe even Grizzly Salvage.
Yeah, something like that. Mulch.
I didn't think I would be running into the mirror for what it's worth.
Yeah, it's kind of odd. It's
Curious
not a very
about it.
popular deck, right?
No, I don't think our deck's like popular at all. Like I don't know that many people playing it to be honest. Outside of like you, me, Curran, your Inigo.
Mm-hmm.
2, 4, 6, 7, 8. It's too bad. Oh, actually, it wouldn't matter. They have Atraxa anyways. All right, just concede. We're not gonna win this. 5. Hold on. 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Yeah. No, like nobody wants to play this version, and I think it's because like a lot of people who played the old, Nettle Sentinel Glimpse of Nature version, really have hated what I've done, for lack of a better term, to the deck. I've pretty much, turned it on its side, so to speak. How do I play against the mirror? I rarely see the mirror, so it's like I have to actually think about how to board. I do feel like we're favored if they're not on the Chromox tech. Do we want Gris to pull ahead? Maybe just one. I feel like tempo matters so much. Well, actually, untapped Gris just like takes over the game too. So, what do I want? That do I want the halfling or the bowmasters? I think we can cut a reclaimer actually. I think everything else is like really good. I think we keep. Yeah, Mox is quite the card in our deck. We can technically go turn one artisan. I'm just not.
Artisan, yeah.
I'm just not sure that accomplishes anything, right? Unless we have Cradle.
Maybe you want to Reclaimer first in ramp. I don't know.
No, I think it's. Does it like get
No,
in the
I
way?
I think okay. So if you play Reclaimer and then you Chrome Mox away the Halfling, get what's it called, Dread Arbor.
Mm-hmm.
Then the following turn you can reclaim or get Cradle, I guess.
Wait, say that again.
Because next turn, you see, you're gonna have enough mana for Reclaimer and Fiend Artisan, right?
Next turn, you mean?
Yeah, like you can cast Fiend Artisan and search a card with a Reclaimer, right? If you get Dried Arbor here,
Oh yeah. Okay, we're on the same play. Okay, I'm just
yeah,
making sure we're making this a little.
like this play is really good in the play, right? Because it can't Bowmaster or anything here.
Yeah, I think this has like come up enough now where it's like kind of annoying me.
Or the Halfling.
Yeah, like otherwise we could have just like made the halfling play, right? The
Mm-hmm.
Namba with Fiend Artisan is like pretty irrelevant. And why did they do that on our turn for some reason? Caracas? Okay, we're playing against like maybe one of the Japanese lists then, because they run Caracas.
They do.
Yeah, I think it's really bad, but you know it is what it is.
Maybe they lost to Mary Lodge too many times.
Maybe. I think we've just run this out. And we just do that. There is a non-zero chance they're gonna try to boat masters or artists and then get blown out. Oh, that is a awkward play by our opponent. Maybe they seize here.
Mm, that would be pretty hilarious if they sees.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Dismember. Okay.
wow.
We're short one. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we're short one. I think to play around hand disruption, I feel like it's correct to get it here.
Get another artisan.
Yeah, to play around hand disruption.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, High Star. Why do we care about bowmasters? Like, I don't. I keep hearing that argument. You can kill a bowmaster. Like, our deck literally does not care about that card once it's in play. Oh my god, they have natural order already. I think it is the Japanese list. They run like Dismember and Caracas.
Maybe it's a Japanese player.
It could be, yeah. It is the Japanese list.
You're not
That's
playing the layer anymore, right?
nah. It doesn't have trample. Well, it could be like it could help here, but oops. Oh, that was lucky, I guess. Better lucky than good.
That is a very good top deck.
It is. Is it lethal? There are 15. I think it is exactly lethal because we're gonna deal 18, or they go to one, I guess. It's that or get a Traxa. Oh, actually,
Mm,
did they show Caracas? Yeah, they
they
did.
did.
So I guess we just do that then. Put them
It's
to
it's Hoof not lethal, right?
huh?
Hoof is not lethal, right?
They go to one.
Oh,
That might be still worth it though. Oh, that makes sense. High star. They go to one and lose their board. Our opponent did not do the math.
They're just like, I guess I'm dead.
All right. I think I like how we boarded. I think in the mirror, the reclaimer is probably a little slow. I think the cards that matter are like just artisan. That's pretty much it. If you really want something for the mirror, you play agent. But I feel like if you untap with artisan, you can just get grist anyways. You're probably still winning the game.
You have Veils there now?
I do have veils.
What Veils in?
You think so? I guess this is
Yeah.
for practice anyways, right? Like we
Yeah,
figured
you
out.
almost lost this game because of like Dismember and Grist and Bowmaster.
That's fair. That's a good point. That's a good point. So I think the weakest card is probably the reclaimer, and then we can just like the whole game plan is just to revolve around artisan and grist.
Definitely.
Yeah, so that checks out. So I actually like the game plan here. That's a mole.
E. Yeah, that doesn't do anything.
Ugh.
I mean, this one's not bad.
It is. The problem is like, what are we putting back? We put the arbor back,
Arbor probably. And
and
probably
then,
the Chrome or the Chrome Ox.
but the snuff out is turned off otherwise. Right? And then if the once upon a time is finding land, I think
It's
we
gonna
keep
find
it,
land.
but we don't love it because we want the ones to hit swamp, right? But presumably,
Yeah, or a fetch land, yeah.
seas. No, that's not bad. Ooh, this hurts because this is normally a land. I think actually the line here is
I mean, you can always imprint, but
no,
I
no,
don't. I
that's
don't think.
exactly the play I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go turn one artisan, play the reclaimer, and I'm gonna hit the arbor for mana.
How are you gonna?
You here, check this out. This is
Okay.
a line that comes up every once in a while when you have cradle mana.
Okay.
We get blown up by artisan. They're bowmasters here for what it's worth.
That's what I was gonna say. I don't know if I'd play an artisan with. I was about to with a one toughness dude.
That's why you're the best, the better elf player. They miss land drops though, so there's that.
So there's a chance.
There is. If they don't answer, we
Having
use.
that you're warding your hand is like half of the battle here.
Correct. This is the haymaker, right? And they don't have it. Sure. Oh my god, they have a second one?
Oh Lord.
It's so bad, their list. Like, the dismember. This is where the halfling matters.
It doesn't get shot
It
down.
doesn't get shot down, exactly. They're gonna minus, I think. Yeah. I threw the game though, Romario. You're right. I
Mhm.
should not have like I like tunnel vision into the line that I really want to make because of Cradle, and I remember the Japanese list are running four Bowmasters. That's why. So that was a bad play on my behalf.
They all run four bow masters,
Yeah, the Japanese list. This is they have Caracas main, four Bowmasters, four Gris, four Halfling,
and they play natural order too.
and they're playing natural order too, and
Oh wow.
no removal main deck.
Hmm.
But significantly worse against combo because they have a lot of cards that don't have any text, right? Like the four Grist main don't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
So I think if I had just like they can just minus here as well. I guess we just take that. Actually, it's too late because we drew the Atraxa.
Yeah, I drew that tracks. Yeah, that kind of sucks. That you drew that tracks too.
Mm-hmm.
And they play with Sage in the main deck too.
I think so. Yeah, their mana base is also worse.
Mm. So they win more mid range than you do.
Yeah, they're more mid range. They probably have a slightly better control matchup because of all the Grist. But okay, they
All
have
the bow
five.
masters.
Right, and the Bowmasters, and they got apparently
Oh
eight.
my gosh. Yeah, that's it.
All right, we lost three in a row here, but I think we learned some things though. I think the halfling felt kind of bad, right?
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, I
oops,
don't know if I'd play halfling.
huh?
I don't know if I'd play halfling actually.
So do you think the first one to tutor for is like worth it?
Mm, I doubt it.
You just played the six hierarchs.
Yeah, I did like the six hierarchs when I was playing paper.
It is good, and for what it's worth, it's not like we had issues beating those Bowmasters decks. It's just I want to see if we can make it better, but it definitely showed itself this league where like it made for some awkward, and it plays poorly too with it plays really poorly specifically with Fiend Artisan, but
In Artisan, yeah.
Chrome Mox can only fix so much too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Harry said he's playing one for the exact scenario that came up earlier where we tutored for the one, and we're expecting them to have Bowmasters. I can see that, or like if we want to force a grist through or something like that, or you don't think it's worth the one.
I don't think it's worth the one. I wouldn't play it.
Yeah, I can see that, and just like because the thing is like if we go back to the full exalted list, um, like they're naturally gonna kill our hierarchs already, so they're gonna run out their bowmasters. It's not that we
Hmm.
can't beat those hands anyways, and what is it? What was I gonna say? We if they already kill those early, they're unlikely to have it later. So I think that's probably okay. And then we can just go back to the six hierarchs. It definitely was an issue this league.
Hmm. Yeah. Not being able to cast those Fiend Artisans were pretty bad.
I think the Chrome Moxes look pretty good though, for what it's worth. I think it
Yeah.
won, huh?
Yeah, I liked it. Um,
I think it won a few games. We do we ever get?
Also, the card that got imprinted a lot in Chromox was a halfling, so
We got imprint the snuff outs a few times too, for what it's worth.
yeah.
What was I gonna say? I think yeah, I think I think in the future I may just go back to the exalted list. I think that felt fine. Uh, and then just keep the Chrome Mox, which is kind of insane, right? Like
Yeah.
being able to cast our artisan is like pretty bad. I think.
The Chromox being able to like get rid of like redundant cards, it was pretty good.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. And then like it won the match against Ali, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's like one good takeaway. I think the list was probably fine. I do think I like the idea that you brought in the Veil of Summers like, to deal with the dismembers. Like we almost lost, like you said, that game just because of the dismembers.
Yeah, I mean, it seemed like it made sense, right?
Mm-hmm. All right. I think that's it for me. Did you want me to rate anybody specific, or how's your sleeping going along?
I'm see. No, I'm done. I was just chilling out. Let me see. It looks like you're the last person playing Legacy right now.
I think probably I can rate maybe PT Bench.
Yeah, yeah, he's cool.
Yeah, all right, I'll rate them. Thanks for hanging out, Romario.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me here.
No, yeah, we good luck tomorrow, and I hope to see you on this list. Minus the halflings, which were maybe their run has ended, so to speak, right? Like we got a few 5-0s out of them, but now I think their time is up.
It's important to try new things, right? So you tried it, and it's okay, but not great. So
For sure. Great question by Harry. I hear my socials again, by the way. I'm not sure the mana base can handle Saga. Maybe it's better. Maybe it's more tenable without the halflings in the deck. It's definitely on my to-do list. It's multiple people have mentioned to me to try the one Saga again because now we actually have the targets right main deck.
hmm. Oh yeah, because the Moxes, yeah, yeah.
Right, right, right.
Yeah, before it was just like no.
It's
I think
just a
that I
naked
think
Saga, right?
yeah, I think they make tokens. Yeah, yeah.
Well, okay. I'll go ahead and raid. And thank you everyone for hanging out. It's too bad we started 2-0 and then lost the last three, but I think we do learn a lot, so that's more important.
Hmm.
All right, later on.
Later, later.